Hey guys, I wanted to do a video on the stocks that are holding up well after this big shakeout day with the last few days because of the economic reports, non-farm payrolls report, etc. And a lot of stocks got. This is when I like to take the opportunity to go through the watch list I built up over the months prior and see what's held up well. And so I'm going to go through several of these charts, probably about 7 to 10 charts, and show you what's still looking good. We'll be keeping our eye on it pretty closely in the weeks ahead. This one's already broken out pretty well. BFAM, Bright Horizons Family Solution. This one had about a 0.6 BMI, 1, 2, 3. This is a TM2 Plus in the cup. Cat 3 on that. Got Cat 1 here, Cat 2, Cat 3. Really not much of a pullback on that. It's 125 ppp zone, cracked pretty good. Let's look at the long-term picture on it. Let's see here. Had a lot of overhead supply back there, but it's pretty distant, so it's slicing through it pretty good. So again, this is a big bar. I'm not crazy about buying big bar breakouts. It's almost better to wait for a little pullback into the bar, but sometimes you don't get it. So we'll be keeping an eye on the next couple days and seeing how it unfolds. Next one here is TILE, T-I-L-E. TILE Interface Inc. And this one, BMI on it, about 1.7, 1, 2, 3. You got a TM2 cycle, 3.5 month cycle. We got the TD, actually TM1's here, 1, 2, 2.5, TD9 here. So you got Cat 1, Cat 2 is down low, Cat 3 up here. And so we generally get 5 to 15 bars on the pullback from Cat 3. We're at day 5 here. And despite the fact we had a pretty ugly day, we got a little harami set up on that candlestick, so I'd be watching it pretty closely for a potential breakout on it. And next one here is CLPT, ClearPoint Neuro. Let's look at the breakout on it. This one had a 0.5 plus BMI. Little south channel violation right here. And again, when you have a big shakeout day and you're getting a good solid green close on that bar, this is definitely one to watch. Long-term pictures, look at that. You got Cat 1 here, Cat 2 there, you got Cat 3. Cycle on that is, we're actually at TY2 right here, 3.5 year cycle. So it's in the 3.5 year. That's a key cycle and dominant cycle. And so I'd be surprised if it pulls back much inside of that. So I definitely would be watching the breakout from here. So 5 to 15 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is day 15 here. So this may be the bottom. We'll see. Again, I'll be keeping my eye on it. ClearPoint Neuro Inc. Okay, next one is Cube. This one looks pretty good. This had a 4 BMI breakout. Originally a TM2 cycle in the cup and breakout PBC zone. You got the $50 psychological price point up here, and you got really good action in the pullback there. This is the storage places, and probably with the current economic situation, storage places are usually pretty good. Unfortunately, when people have to move because they're getting evicted and foreclosures and all that stuff. So this could very well be a sign of the economy weakening, these type of stocks strengthening. So looking good despite the bad market we had today. Really nice bar on that. So Cube looks good. PSNL does too. Let's look at that. Big BMI, 2.7 on that. You got Cat 1, you got Cat 2, you got Cat 3 on the daily swing cycle. So if this area here holds, this $3 area holds, this might be a good one to buy out of this peak right here. Okay, PSN, Parsons Corporation, and this is broke out to a new high. Pretty good BMI on it. Cup consolidation 1, 2, 3.5. So this is the TM2 cycle. From that pivot there, 0.5. Yeah, it's not, the vector's not real high on it, but overall good momentum. Almost 100% gain there. So this is not going to make you a lot of money on it unless you get into the options. And this thing, again, you've got blue skies, so nothing to sneeze at right there. You do have a gap in green. You do a gap here, and day 2 of the pullback you went green again. So generally speaking, on a gap in green, you get about on a really volatile stock, you might have a 10% pullback from the gap in green setup. Right here, I don't see that happening. I'd say probably less than 3 to 5% if we get a pullback a little bit further on that. Looking pretty good. QTTB. This one is already up quite a bit out of the base. That part is a little concerning, but you had an 18 to 1 to 18 reverse split down at the low, so this technically right here is a $2 stop if it wasn't for the split, reverse split. But again, good BMI, and it's holding up well right at that $35 PPP. And we got the 3.5 TSS right there, TD2. So probably a buy right above those highs right there. NDAQ, NASDAQ. This looks like it's coming out of the 2.5 year trend line and acting pretty good so far in that pullback. We'll have to see how it unfolds next couple days. And so far it looks pretty good on that. Okay, next one is ELS. This one has a long-term trend line. I'm watching pretty closely. This is a 3-year, so a 3.5 year is going to be on the breakout probably. So would not be surprised if we get a breakout several weeks, maybe a few months inside of that, but right now it's got really good momentum, and it's left-hand side BMI. You can see when it moves, 400% on that one back in 2021. So let's move this out a little bit further here. Yeah, definitely would watch. If you get outside that trend line again, be aware of the possibility of a few weeks to a few months stagnation at that TY2 cycle. Next one is TKO. Base BMI about 0.5 minus. And then we have a PBC zone. So far setting up pretty good. We got the $100 psychological price point. Seems to be some support down there. And again, ugly day in the market, but this one held up pretty good. So we'll keep an eye on that. I did want to also look again at Oracle. We had posted that yesterday with the market shakeout today. It shook out. The buy point is above here, so really no trigger yet. But it is at a south channel violation, and it's a really orderly cup. So I'm not counting this one out yet. Pull back below 50 MA, and that's not really that ugly a bar. So would not be surprised to see it do a couple days down here and then try to pop again. We'll see. We'll be watching it for signs that wants to go back up. I mean, they could gap fill back down here. It's 125 PPP, but I don't think so. It's got a pretty good area of support right there for now. And just one day below, maybe nothing. But again, we'll be watching next couple days and see whether it follows through on that. So that's it. We'll be posting more as we see. And despite the crappy market the last few weeks, we still have a pretty good number of stocks we're watching pretty closely. So we'll let you know, post some more as we see them, and hope you enjoyed this update. Take care.